every other time, we are back, except this time we got our man, legendary Silk. Was supposed to be here in person, brother. Once again, I'm sorry about this Corona shit. But just before we get going, man, just get everyone up to speed. Sorry that you got to repeat yourself. We just had a technical error. My bad. But hell yeah, man. Get everybody up to speed real quick.
Yeah, man, what's good, y'all, man? My name is Legendary Silk, man. I make music. I also do a little bit in the fashion. Got a song called Ice Cream, a couple of millions on TikTok right now. I'm pushing, trying to get this big feature before the remix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from Cartersville, Georgia, a little bit outside of Atlanta, north, about 45 minutes. The country, low key. No, home with Trevor Lawrence, they will say, from Clemson. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to make a name for myself with this music shit.
Hell yeah, man. Like, what was it about music? Like, what did you always know you wanted to do music? Or was it just kind of the thing that, like, you found yourself doing and you were like, shit, I'm kind of good at this?
Man, honestly, all right. So I ain't have told nobody. Like when I was like in middle school, I used to like write on a little notebook, little poems, and rap a little bit. But I never took it serious. I always played sports. So I went to college for football in Tennessee, and like I quit my junior year. I just quit, man. It was like more of a job than like I started having love for the game. And my friend Kenneth, he went to school with Lil Yachty right before Yachty blew up. He's like, yeah, man, we need to do something. We're not going to the NFL, man. Fuck all this, man. You need to do music or something, playing around. So one time I went to the studio and I made a song called TTG. And it was hot. People liked it. I was like, oh shit. So I'm actually straight at this. So I took it serious. And from there, it's all she wrote.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. I feel like a lot of people have that happen to them where like they get the college scholarship and then they get to college and realize how competitive it really is. But as far as Yachty goes, did you ever know a guy named Ramses? He made beats.
I don't know. I don't think so.
He made the Minnesota beat for Yachty.
I heard of him, but I don't know him personally.
See, he went to my high school. So I had no idea who Yachty was. I didn't know anything about him. And he was passing out tickets for like the show at the Masquerade. And fucking, I ended up getting a ticket and I went and I was like, holy shit, this guy's great. This is way before he blew up. So I know what time period you're talking about. So what was it like when you were stepping away from football? Did you kind of feel like you were doing the wrong thing, but you just weren't feeling it anymore?
Man, it was like scary because all I grew my whole life, you know what I'm saying? It's all I did. So like me stepping into a whole new lane that like I had no clue of. So like football is like it was a job. I wake up, I went to school, but I didn't like do the dumb route. I ain't gonna say dumb route. I didn't just drop out of school. I finished college and got my degree because I was like I'll be the first one to do it. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? College is fun when you ain't playing sports. Like you got so much freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how it is. Like it's like damn, I ain't gotta wake up at 5 in the morning and lift weights. Like so it was pretty cool. Then with the music, I was like that man around campus, like, okay. Cause I went to a small liberal arts school in Tennessee. So it's like, who's this dude making making music? Then like after my first year, like my first show, I opened up for Gucci Man for boxing weekend.
Holy
Like
shit.
this is when Gucci Man first got out of like jail, you know what I'm saying? Like out of prison in 2017. So I was like, damn, like my first show, like I love this shit. Like when you get on that stage, man, you see people faces, people screaming. Like then my second show, Lil Uzi opened it up when Lil Uzi came to Knoxville. So I already had the
Jesus
hype.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? So then from there, I just kept going. Then like I graduated school, moved back home. I met so many people. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I met Yachty a couple times. I know a lot of people, man. Man, look, I'm gonna let you keep asking questions. I got like my whole rap story is crazy, bro. And people are like, what the fuck? But it's a
Bro,
lot of work I had to
we
put
gotta
into
hear it, bro. We gotta hear it. Before that, man, what was it like coming out, opening for people like Gucci, people like Lil Uzi Vert, just knowing what the crowd was there to see and knowing that, like, all right, I'm opening for these people, so they're expecting like the same kind of energy, like, well, what was that like, man? Like breaking a
Man,
crowd.
right. So my first show was Gucci, man. Kid you not, I ain't never performed before in my life. So you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, how you prepare? Just you know what I'm saying? Most people do like open nights or you know what I'm saying, open mics, a little slight stuff. But my first show was in front of 1,000 people, so it's like damn. So I mean, I had my homeboys, my boy AG who do clothes of fashion, the legendary, and I have my two other homeboys. At the time they're in high school, but they're known now. They're dancers. They're known dancers. They're damn near famous. Brian and Nina, and they were there with me, so it made me more comfortable. So we was lit, we was turning up. So it's like, damn, but I was out of shape as a bitch though. I ain't gonna lie. So by the time I did the Lil Uzi show, my second show, I knew how to prepare and like not like go all out because I had like a 15, 20-minute set. Like I only had 3 songs, so like three. I was like, oh man, I gotta time this out first. But it was great, man. I had all my friends. I sent my friends backstage. When I snuck them, I got them out from they got pee with me. It was a good feeling, man.
Bro, I still can't get over that. So how did that happen? Like, what was it something where you knew somebody who was in charge of, booking everything and they were like, shit, I got an opening? Or like, was it like a special connection?
Man, I knew somebody like shout out to Blake. This dude Blake, he threw the whole concert, so they need some openers. So I just hit him up. I kid you not, because I'm not gonna cap on that interview. Man, the slot was like $500, and I'm in college. I ain't had no $500. So luckily, let me ask my grandma. I'll never ask for nothing at the time. So I was like, yo, can I get $500 open for this Gucci Man show? I'm thinking she's gonna say no, because I didn't think I was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, she's gonna say no. It's all right. I was kind of nervous anyway. She's like, no, I got you. Here you go. I thought, oh,
Damn.
shit, I really gotta do this now. So I was like, well, I had the money. I was like, you know what, man? Like, should I just be like everybody else and do open mic or something, or should I just go all out and gain my fan base easily? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I got the music, I got the look, and it's front of Gucci Man. And boxing weekend's like lit in Knoxville. It's like a weekend of just turn up parties, frat boys fighting each other, concerts. So I just took a leap of faith and I did it. And I was like, damn, afterwards it was like amazing. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do.
Bro, that's like when you go to get a tattoo, like, well, at least from my experience, they make you pay first. So obviously you can't dip. So it's like once you pay, you're like, damn, I really got to get this shit now. It's kind of the same feeling.
Yeah, no cap. That's how I felt.
Damn. So, okay. I mean, you know what? Who gives a shit if you paid for the slot? The fact that you even had the option to pay for a slot, dude, I know people that'll pay a couple grand to open up for Lil Uzi. How was Lil Uzi's? Was it the same kind of like idea?
Man, I got plugged in with Lil Uzi with other people. They were performing, so we all like put in for a slot. But I had my own time, so I didn't really pay that much. And Lil Uzi was crazy. I met so many. I'll kid you not, man. I got pictures. I had people like a line of people just trying to take pictures with me. So at that point, I knew like, okay, I'm legit with this music shit. I can actually do this because like I ain't never had people like stand in line just to take a picture with me and my homeboy, just like on some fan shit. Like it's my second concert. You know what I'm saying? I haven't dropped the album. At the time, this is before I had any knowledge about Spotify, Apple to get my music on there. So this is all SoundCloud hype. You know what I'm saying? So this is like 2000. This is my senior year of college, 2017, going to 18. Yeah, it was like the first, second week of school. So I was already, you know what I'm saying, for like the man on campus. Got showed Lil Uzi. I seen Lil Uzi in person. I'm like, ah, shit, like it just motivates you.
That's crazy, bro. I still can't get over that because that's exactly like the kind of shit that people would think that you're not supposed to do, but it kind of is. Like this one billionaire, what's his fucking name? Dan something, I forget. But he just talked about how he would go sit in a Rolls Royce at the dealership and they'd kick him out. But he just said something about being in there, feeling the leather and just smelling it. He said it just drove him crazy. He had to like make it happen. So he made it happen. So it's kind of the same idea where, you got exposed to like not only the potential, but you got good feedback. So now you're like, holy shit, like I should actually put my effort to this, which is crazy because a lot of people don't even get that far, bro. Like I made some songs back in the day. I didn't perform shit. So I
Yeah.
didn't perform nothing, bro. But but anyway, so when you got done with the concerts, right? Like what did you start doing after that? Is that when you really started writing?
Well, not even, like I'll go home from home and like, cause I never recorded in Tennessee while I was in school. So I'll come home like on the like breaks and I'll record, make songs, make sure I have songs ready. Then right after when I graduated college, I was like, okay, I'm out of school now. Like I didn't do the whole internship route in college. I wish I did sometimes. So you know what I'm saying? Like I had my mind focused. So I was like, well, I gotta do something. So I hit up this dude named Jay Ridge, my homeboy. He offset engineer. He worked with he helped Yachty develop his sound. He worked with everybody in the industry, and I became his assistant right when I graduated school. I was like, I gotta get my music heard by somebody. So I worked with Jay Rich, as an intern. Well, yeah, assistant. It was cool and all, but I really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type of dude to drop people around and all this other type of shit. But I learned a lot from him. Then, so I kind of like try to push my music to him, you know what I'm saying? As I was his assistant, as he showing me all these other artists, I'm like, yo, look, bro, I rap too, but at first he wasn't really fucking with me. I ain't gonna lie. Like, oh, you need to get this type of mixing straight. You need to do this, do that. But more and more I kept working. Like, oh shit, you actually like you good. So I stopped being the assistant. Like, bro, you need to just be a rapper, bro. Like, so when he did that, it just motivated me even harder. Then I dropped my first tape last summer called El Poppy Silk. It's like me holding a goat, and he worked on it. Like he actually mixed it, and he helped me out, and it went crazy. I did a lot. So that tape really still doing good.
It's crazy, man, because people think that rappers just show up, bust out a couple lines, smoke a blunt or two, and then they're famous. But there's actually a lot of hard work. And like you just kind of mentioned, like the technical side of it, there's a lot of like audio technical, like editing and shit to just kind of get something to sound the way people are call normal. But like, what kind of stuff did you learn from the technical side, just being an assistant to someone who was pretty much like a technical professional from what I'm getting
Yeah,
from audio?
man. I mean, I just saw the time that he put into like to make the rap. Like they do everything. The engineer, the rappers ain't shit about the engineering at the end of the day. And I'm a rapper. Like they gonna have you sound good, like because there's some tracks that I sound horrible, and the engineer done put something on it. It has me sounding like I don't know. Like you'll never know. That's why I like so learning from Jay Rich. I learned the boss mentality because he has his hands in more than one or two things. He's not just an engineer. He also do like the other business stuff. He's an A&R. So it opened my mind up other than just rapping too. So like, man, you gotta get the bag in like
See,
different ways. So just be around
my bad, we lost you for a second. But so
uh,
what exactly is an A&R? I've always heard that term.
A&R. It's like a scout. You know how the NFL got scouts to find players? A&R is like scout for rappers. So A&R would be for a label. You have like, say you got a label like, I know you heard of QC.
Of course.
They have A&Rs for some people in the street, or you know what I'm saying? Because P and Coach K not gonna be able to figure out who the next is, and they probably have people to look out for them. So like scouting, that's what A&R is.
Damn, so you gotta honestly be like plugged the fuck up to be an
Yeah,
A&R. Huh.
yeah, yeah,
That's wild. Okay, so you stopped working as his intern because you were like, yo, fuck this. Like, I got what I needed. Now I'm gonna move on to my own shit. You dropped the project, right? Tell us
yeah.
about the project. Like, what were some of the things that went into the project? And what was the whole point of it? Was it more of like a breakthrough, or were you actually trying to like, tell a story? Like, what was like this project about?
El Poppy Silk, man. Oh, okay. So I graduated school. I worked on El Poppy Silk like the second day after I graduated college. It's with my two homeboys. They're both Hispanic, Primo and Carter. So I was trying to think of like a tape just with them producing it solely. So just them, and I might have two other producers, my homeboys, Jet and Century. But it's mainly Primo and Carter. So it's just like it's their type of beat and with their Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, influence with my rap. So El Papi Silk, like, because I call it Silk El Papi. So I came up with the concept with Primo of holding the goat because he said that's what they like to do. Or they got a lot of animals, goat animals or something like that. So I was like, bet. So I came up with a concept. We went to like the country. Like, I'm scared of this, but I kid you not, I'm scared of goats. Like, like the picture looked fire, like the album cover looked like, oh my god, how you do it? But it took a long time to go.
Bro, you said you picked up a
Goat
goat?
was like it screamed like, yeah, bro. Go on my page or listen to my album. The album is me holding the goat.
That's
Like with
crazy. I know that was a
and
bitch, bro.
you know, yeah, and goats scream like humans and shit. So I was like freaking out, like it was screaming. It was a baby goat, so I was trying to catch it. They made me catch the goat. Like I don't want to pick that shit up, so I had to pick it up. It was a lot, man, but it was worth it, man. It was worth it.
Damn, man. So, I feel like, you got, your feet pretty deep in the water at this point. As far as people who also make music, man, like what would you say are some of the things that you would advise to a person who hasn't found the amount of success that you've found up until this point? Because, man, I have so many people that I went to high school with, college, all the above, bro, that have dropped like 5, 6 albums, bro. Like 2, 3 different mixtapes, a shit ton of singles. And I mean, other than like streaming, yeah, maybe a couple small gigs, but they haven't really broke through. I mean, what would you say is the key to like getting yourself out there?
Just networking, number one, man. You got to network. You got to be yourself too. Like that's one thing with me. I always try to do. I try to have like legit, genuine, like connections with people. Like I'm not gonna work with nobody if just to half ass or just work with them for the clout. Like I actually gotta have like a connection with you. Like I actually gotta when we in the studio, we actually gotta like what I'm saying, connect and like everything I'll be like just genuine. Like I don't can't go for the clout shit. Because when you go for the clout, you gonna end up going outside. That's rule number one. Silk told you this. If you hearing this any artist, don't go for the clout, man. Do what like there's a lot of things I did that people probably didn't think was fucking with at first, but I put my mind to it, and I was like, bro, this shit can go hard. Like when I made the song Ice Cream, I know there's a hell of people at first when I made it, like, bro, this shit is stupid. Why make some ice cream? But before I did it, I had this 2018, 18, I know my TikTok, I said this TikTok song, so I'm gonna do with it. So like at the end of the day, it's networking. You gotta have confidence. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. So you gotta believe in yourself. Those are two major things. You do them too, and just have a good team around you, and just good energy. You can do anything. You put your mind to.
Damn, dude, that was a powerful statement right there. Good, you got a good mindset and a good team. You can do anything. See, man, sometimes it's hard to find that team, bro, because
It is.
everyone's just trying to fuck everyone over nowadays. It's really kind of sad. But damn, that's the kind of stuff, man, that we like to hear, because those are the kind of things that you can't just look up on YouTube. You can't read in a fucking blog, or like that's why we got podcasts like this, man. Because when you go through something, when you actually experience it, that's when you're like, damn, like I learned this shit. Like this is a lesson, not a regret. But you were talking earlier about how there's just a lot that goes into the music you make. And I'm assuming that's like life story and experiences. So what are some of the highlights of your life that you try to channel through music?
Highlights of my let me think. I have a song I ain't dropped yet called Pain. Yeah, it's pretty going. I know it's gonna go crazy. It's about like what I've been going through lately. When I tore my ACL, so I had to like
Damn.
I tore my ACL. I tore my meniscus. I basically blew my whole left knee out. Then like I had to start learning to walk again. So it's like I made this song, but that shit I forget on my joint. So like just getting all my feelings out. Like damn, you know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't work. I couldn't do nothing. Like I couldn't like. I
Damn,
had
but
my
that was
grandma,
from football?
bro. It was from flag football, bro. My guy, like not I'm a
Damn.
civilian. This last year, like I shouldn't even be doing it. I was just playing around. I made a little plan. I ain't never got hurt. I want to get hurt when I'm just chilling. I tore my whole left knee, but I mean, I learned a lot from it too. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm happy I did it, but it came a positive outcome for me.
That's crazy, bro. Holy shit. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good, bro.
Damn. So now you're pushing that through the song. Okay. So that one's on the way. I mean, see, the thing is, man, is like music. I feel like nowadays people are just trying to like put some shit out there. They're just trying to, say the next catchy thing. And I mean, don't get me wrong. that, eventually if you hit it right, that gets you the plays and whatnot. But it's the type of shit you're talking about where you're kind of dealing with something and then you use music as your outlet because that's where the passion is. But I mean, damn, dude, I know coronavirus has been kind of fucking your shit up. Has it been fucking up
Uh,
like studio time and stuff?
uh yeah, and no, I still been going to play. And when I got he got a studio in his house, so I'll go there. I'll record a couple songs, you know. So I mean, it ain't really fun me over. It's just like at the end of the day, if you gotta think like what you gotta do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if me, I'm creative. So while this shit happening, I'm thinking of the next step already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just like thinking this is a vacation time with me just to chill. Like I'm already like recording and I'm visuals. So it's like you just gotta make the most of it. You know, like I ain't tripping out the front of the time. Like either way, either gonna be 5 steps ahead or gonna be 5 steps behind through this process. So I'm gonna be 5 steps ahead. I don't know about everybody else.
Damn, dude. Speaking of being 5 steps ahead, man, I heard. Well, actually, shit, they kind of actually released all the information, but we're opening back up on Friday, so it's kind of like, like I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that. Like, do you think it's gonna be one of those things where they let everybody back out and then that shit spikes back even harder?
man. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. Like I really want to go out and do everything, but I'm gonna let everybody be the test dummies for the first 2 weeks. And I'm gonna see what happens. Like, you know, if it goes up, all right. Like, I just got a haircut, so by my homeboy in a house call. So I'm gonna wait for 2, 3 weeks. And I'm gonna see how everybody, you know what I'm saying. If it goes up, go down. I'm not gonna be the lab rat of the group. Just go all to the walls outside and see what happens. So I'm gonna chill still a little bit. I don't want to, trust me. I'm getting tired of this inside shit. It's like so much you can do with 2K and Madden, and just
Bro,
so it's like I go to the studio from time to time. So it's like we're gonna see.
bro, if the internet ever cut out, that's when I think the world would go into like a chaos. Because dead ass, like, okay, everyone's quarantined, but we have the internet, so it's like, all right, we're not tripping out. But what do you think would happen if the internet went down, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Uh, I'll lose my mind. Like that's like one thing. Like that keeps me going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, imagine they had no Instagram, no YouTube for you or podcast for you. You know, like, what would you do? I don't know what I would do. I'd be in the house just crazy.
Bro.
What would you do?
Bro, I'd be scared because here's the thing, bro. If the internet's down, that means no one can access their money. Cops can't write a ticket. You can't, like we're fucked, you know? Like shit's fucked, bro. That's when people are gonna be shooting in the streets. I mean, I hope not, but that's what it would get to. Anyway, my bad. That was just a random turn. But so you said you also do fashion, man. Tell us about like your fashion and kind of stuff you got going on there.
My homeboy, my brother AG, known as Legendary Romel on Instagram. He has on a clothing line called Legendary. So I always, with my music and his clothes, we put it together. So he's like my day one, my brother. So I've been with hell back with him. So he got me into the fashion. Then I was that dude, no lie. I was that dude in high school that couldn't dress. I couldn't go nowhere. Like my niggas, you always tell me, yo, put some different clothes on. Like I was that dude. But then now I'm the fashion nigga out of everybody. So it's like what the like they asking me for the drip, asking me what I do. So like I just it takes time to find your style, honestly. It took me some time through college and now I mean I love vintage clothes, thrift clothes. So I put that together. I got a little bit of, you know, the Rad Simmons, the, you know, hype beats, the easy. So you just gotta find your style, man. So I just advise everybody you just gotta do a try and error, you know, see what goes together, what don't. Like me, I sell clothes too on Depop. It's so easy money, Depop and Grab. So I might go thrift shop and sell some stuff. So I might start a YouTube, honestly.
Dude, do
It's
that
cool to,
shit. Do a
yeah,
YouTube like do a YouTube channel about buying thrifted pieces and selling them, bro. People would be on that.
yeah.
Do you
So
go to
I'm
like
gonna definitely do it.
do you go to like Ragorama? You ever heard of Ragorama? Hello?
Bro,
Oh
bro, I live
shit.
there.
Yeah, we
I
lost you.
live at Ragolama. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, now we got you. Hell yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, I live at Ragolama, no cap. Like I'm cool with employees now. So I go there, I find some pieces for myself. Sometimes it's hard to sell because their prices be not high, but like they'd be like 16 cents. So me, like I go to the vintage store, I get a shirt for $2, $3, flip it at 25. It depends. But Ragolamba, you might find some shit on sale, and you can flip it on Grail. So like that's the place to go. That's where I go.
Damn, bro. I went there one time and I like found the dopest Gucci shirt, like authentic everything. But it was a size too small. And it's kind of funny too, because I was a freshman at the time. And I almost was like, yo, I might still buy it a size too small. But then I was like, nah, no, no, I'm not gonna be a fucking idiot. So
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah,
yeah, man. But I mean, I don't know, man. See, the thing about right now is it's just kind of a weird time. It's kind of a weird time to plan things out. It's a weird time to because you got half the people who are like, "Oh, shit's opening up on Friday. We're gonna be back to normal in no time." Like you said, lab rats. Let's get out there. I need to go get my nails done. All that dumb shit. And then you got a group of people who are tripping out a little too much. That like I know some people, man, that literally have not left their house, which honestly is the move. But I mean, I gotta go to work. I know a lot of people that gotta go to work, and I don't know. It's really gonna be interesting to see what happens because it's gonna be like even things like buying thrifted pieces, Ragorama. Like I don't like who knows if stuff like that's even gonna be able to like stay around. Because I mean, there's
bro.
just there's so much. What the fuck? Oh, that's a bet. Oh, that's a bet. Hell yeah. Sorry, but yeah, there's just so much shit that's gonna change. So it's almost like I don't know. Like, do you think that that's gonna be something that's affected?
Man, I already text my homeboy that work at Ragolamba. That shit's not opening up no time soon. Like,
Really?
I text him like, "Yo, we not expect to open up, man." He's like, honestly, because the owner, till they feel like it's safe. So he's like, it's probably a while. So I'm not expecting that to work for another month or two. Honestly, I really don't care what opens up. As long as if they open up the thrift stores, I don't give a fuck what opens up. Honestly, I just keep my ass at home. There ain't really nothing like to do, honestly, but eat like in a restaurant. Fuck that.
Bro, dead ass. That's all I've been doing is just eating. That's crazy, man. Here's the thing, though. It's kind of needed. I was talking about this in the last episode where it's like, it's kind of a reset that a lot of people didn't know they needed. But like you said, you can't get stupid right now. Like you said, you've been producing music even during all this.
Wait, hold up. You were breaking up. What you say?
I said, you said you got a couple tracks on the way that you've been working on during this coronavirus.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got one song called. I ain't even tell nobody. Fuck it. I got one song called "Bernie Madoff." You know who that is? He's like
Was he a mob
the scam.
boss?
Nah, he's like the scam goat. Like he got
Or con
he's
guy? He was a con guy.
yeah, like he scammed hella people and shit.
Didn't he sell the Eiffel Tower?
Like made millions. I'm called Bernie Madoff. So what?
Was he the guy that sold the Eiffel Tower?
I don't think. No, he's the one who's like scamming. He's like what's the people that like do like for people to hold their money and shit
Oh,
for
Ponzi
your
scheme.
yeah, like
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The guy was like a multi-billionaire.
yes,
Yeah,
scamming the fuck. He's still in prison. I made a song called Brady Madoff. That shit is gonna be a crazy
Bernie
song.
Madoff. Oh, yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. This guy went to work, bro. Honestly, I respect this guy, bro. I have mad respect for this guy, even though he scammed the shit out of a bunch of people, because he wouldn't have got caught if it wasn't for the market crash, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
That's how they all get
bro.
caught, bro. People come back and they're like, yo, shit's not looking good right now. Let me get my money. And they're like, yeah, about that money.
It was over with. He was in the millions, bro. He was in billions,
Yeah, he was like
Bi-
50, 60 billion.
billions, bro. So it's like I made a song about Bernie Madoff. That shit gonna be crazy. I made a little part two, a song I made from my album Pretty Nigga Silk. So I made Pretty Nigga Silk part two. I made it years ago. So I got that. I got a whole bunch of music I haven't dropped. So I'm at this point. I'm like, man, I'm not like Lil Uzi. I'm not fucking Playboy Cardi. I'm not about this whole music, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
reach my goal and you know what I'm saying, give people what they want. So now I'm just smarter when I drop marketing wise. That's basically what it is nowadays. Cause like you can have what it takes, but you ain't got no marketing. It's pointless. You drop into, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to just reach new people instead of dropping the same people. So I'm about to go crazy.
What are some of your like? What are some of the things you do to market?
And sometimes IG promo, I think, like through ads on IG. Things connect through your Facebook. I did that before. Um, I just go with a lot of pages too, so they'll post it. I got a lot of things. So I mean, that's about it. I really don't go like full fledged like DM everybody listen to my song. That's not me. But
That shit's so
I
annoying,
just
bro.
I'm not I can't be that person. I can't do that. I just can't DM like, bro, check my song out. Because at the end of the day, the people you tell that, they're gonna check your song out. You just don't know it. Like I figured that out. Like people gonna you might
Ca-
not listen to your song, bro. People are nosy nowadays.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Good and bad. People want to listen to that shit because everyone just wants to have an opinion on everything. It's like what the hell?
Yeah. So
Damn. So,
so I just what are you saying? My bad.
oh shit. No, I was just about to say that like I have an issue with that where like I'll like this podcast for example. Like I just kind of like I just try to kind of just shit out the content right now because I feel like
Yeah.
kind of like what you said. I'm not an Uzi. I'm not a fucking like I'm not. This isn't like a huge broadcast fucking yet at least, but you always gotta have a. I don't know, man. I just feel like if you always do the craft in a way that like I my problem is I think that people who make music, people who podcast, whatever it is, like let's say you got like 1,000 people that listen to your shit. To some people, man, that's not enough, and they gotta this and that, But for me, I feel like if you're even touching one, two people, it's worth it. So it's like as much as I want to hold on to the shit, I don't think I'm at a position yet where I have the leverage. Like I'm still
Yeah.
gaining people's attention for content. Like who the fuck am I? You know?
Yeah, that's facts. Like I advise everybody to do that. Like everybody want to look cool, you know what I'm saying? Trust me. Like if you play by Cardi Uzi, you can do that. You got millions of people listen to you. Like they're gonna wait. But people like me and you, like who want to come up, who not there yet, like release that fucking content, bro. You don't know who watching. You don't know who looking. People out there, you know what I'm saying? I be on YouTube and I find so many thrift videos and shit, like, and I follow them. And it's not like they got millions of thousand of views or subscribers. They have like 1,000 subscribers, and I'm over here like tuned in on that shit. Now I like it just because I just came across it on YouTube. So I just advise people just keep putting out hard work. You don't never know who watching.
Bro, it's wild because those are the pages that honestly like hit the hardest. Like,
Oh, no cap. So authentic.
right, bro. It's like real people out here. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone's out here. If they're trying to put good content out, people are putting good content out. But sometimes you find the diamond in the rough. But shit, man, what are your plans like going forward with all this? Just as far as music, fashion, are you planning to drop like a clothing line, or do you just collab with your friend and you kind of have your name on it?
I mean, I haven't did my own personal merch. I go through it like his, but I think I'm thinking about coming out with my own personal like trucker ice cream hats. I've really been thinking about that. And I just like selling clothes on Depop. Like, girl, I like it so I just loved it. It's lit. I ain't gonna lie. Just selling clothes, vintage clothes, and I got a lot of friends who have like vintage stores in Atlanta. So my homeboy Tater collect the ATL. I go there, hang out. It's like you always network people through like fashion, especially like we're in the state, and got capital Atlanta where it's really highly demand like New York. So you meet a lot of new people, and honestly, I feel like music and like fashion is together. So it really doesn't like make me like it's not like a whole lot of thinking or a whole other thing I gotta put my mind to. It all goes together. So it's like fashion, clothes, music, like it's hand in hand.
Damn, bro. I feel like I've been really sleep on this whole like clothing. Like, I mean, how much money is there to be made? Like, what are some of the margins?
All right, so I give you an example. Like it, they probably don't. I might get a shirt I bought from eBay or not even eBay. I found in the thrift, $10, $15, and I took a pie ass picture in my driveway, put it on the ground. Soon then, you know how to make pictures look nice. Sell that bit. I don't. Even, I think I sold my Dennis Rodman shirt for like $80 the other day, and I bought it for like 15
Jeez.
on Grail. So like just you gonna find. It took me some time to get like to learn like different things, but I just wills and shit, rag around with his clothes and shit is kind of like, so I'm getting limited now. I ain't about to sell my personal clothes. Like I might sell some clothes I don't really don't like. I trade it for. So it's a lot of money to be made. Like I know this one person on IG. I ain't gonna say his name, but he made 6,000 this month on Depop, the clothing app. 2,100 in a week. That man, that motivated me so hard. It's like, damn, bro, making like hella money off just thrifts.
What was he selling? Just shit he found?
Yeah, you guys. I mean, it's not hard. You just gotta have I'll say you have to have the stock of it. You know what I'm saying? Like people like him who have 150 clothes ready. You know what I'm saying? He has 22,000 on IG. So it's not IG, but on Depop, 29,000. So people, you can have 50 people buy shirts a day. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you have like the inventory is good. But me, who coming up, like I just started this shit. I don't have 200 pair of clothes I thrifted throughout the years, ready to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still making decent money. So like, I'm just ready for the thrift stores to open up.
That's so crazy. What? See, I feel like this always happens to me, bro. I hear about these like not channels, but these little like fuck industries. I hear about these industries that I had no idea were like hitting that hard. Like, all right, so Dpod, you buy and sell clothing and shit on there, but you also follow people, so it's kind of like a social
It's like,
media.
yeah, it's like an Instagram low key, but just for clothes. So like, shit, I bought this hoodie on Depop, man. It's anti-social club. Like anti-social club hoodies going for like 140, 130. Man, this young college student, he's like, I'm just trying to get the shit off. I saw in his bio. He sold this to me for $65. Like anti-social hoodie. Like this hoodie really like expensive for a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So I got it for 65 so I could keep it, rock it, which I'm probably gonna do. But I'm probably gonna sell it eventually because I bought it for like dirt cheap. I'm not gonna find it any higher, lower. So
Jeez,
Depot is lit.
have you ever got into selling shoes?
I try. I just can't fucking get them. Like I try to get the new Syracuse and Kentucky Dunks that came out like last month in March, and I didn't get them. But like I'm eventually get there. Like I have homeboys that sell Supreme and all that. They have like bots and shit, like computers, and you know how it is. They
Oh yeah,
get 30 pairs and shit. Like so, I'm gonna get there. But right now I'm just thrifting right now. But soon I'm gonna get to the shoes.
yeah. See, well, I had this other guy on here twice that he has like a course for this shit. Like I'm talking about like these people, bro. Some of the shit that he posts, man, from his group message with his students. This guy had like the whole wall with Yeezys just stacked. And I mean, there were the new ones that came out that were like shiny, if you know what I mean.
Probably yeah. I know you're talking about.
I don't know. I personally, I never liked the Yeezy 350s at all. I was more of a 750 type of guy. They're just too expensive, but 750s go hard. But that's crazy, man. When I met him is when I started to realize that, like, okay, people are making money on shoes, and then now I'm hearing from you, people make money on vintage clothes. Like, what the fuck? Like, because I had this one chick on that she likes to like get the thrifted pieces and like do shit to them. Like, she like is
Yeah,
actually like sews and whatnot. So she'll like make like a one of one and then keep it or sell it. But I didn't know people are just flipping this shit. That's wild to me. Damn, bro. So you made a good point. You said like music and fashion are always going hand in hand. So is that kind of like something that led you to get involved in fashion, or did you just kind of always know you wanted to eventually tie the music into
Nah,
fashion?
music, man. I was into music so much, and like people I listen to, like Cardi. Like, I like Cardi. Like when I be in Jersey, New York, I was, looking to ASAP, Bari. You just get motivated, like damn, like fashion is everything, really. You know what I'm saying? Like when you dress, you leave your crib, you try to like look nice. You know what I'm saying? Not for everybody, but for me, like I'm an artist, so I don't say I have to like look great, but the image is key. You know what I'm saying? Image is 90%. No, I say it's 50% to your like your success. Cause like you could be a good rapper and all, but you walking around wearing some fucking shacks on your feet and fat ass jeans and shit. People ain't gonna take you serious, but you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Like, you that's what I tell myself. I see all my influencers. I don't try to beat them. I see it, or I bet, and I put it together, and I make my own shit. Like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, and how I'm gonna rock it. And that's how I come up with shit.
damn, bro. What do you think it takes to be an artist? Like for someone who's just kind of listening to this and they're like, fuck, like I like making music, but I just don't got the self-confidence, like what would you give somebody? Because I mean, that's what this channel's all about, man. It's leaving somebody with a mindset like, hell yeah, we're shooting the shits and we're having a great time. But for someone who's like, fuck, man, like I want to get there. I want to open up for Gucci. I want to open up for like, what's the mindset for someone, an artist, a rapper?
You just gotta one, believe in yourself. Two, have a team. Like three, just like confidence. Like once again, confidence key, man. Like I promise you, every artist these people listen to, at one point they're just like us. Nobody believes in them. You know what I'm saying? People gonna rock with you when they see what's happening. Because like at first starting off with anything, you're at zero. The only thing you can do is go up. So I tell people like, look, man, right now it might not look good, but you always, you know what I'm saying, you can only go up. Only way is up, you know what I'm saying? So like myself, when I was just at first starting, like, bro, I knew people didn't take me serious at first. I started rapping like this nigga played football his whole life. What the fuck? Like, what he trying to do? Trying to? I heard it. I knew it, and that nobody probably laughed. But I told myself I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. And then like when I did my first show, Gucci, it's like, oh, this nigga for real, bet. Then my second show with Lil Uzi on. Bro, all right, I see. Then like all the connections I met, you know what I'm saying? Like it was great. Like I met Playboy Cardi in person. Like I met him at Lil Yachty video shoot in August. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I met like all the people I wanted to see in person. I met about damn near everybody I wanted to meet, but ASAP and Drake. So it just
Do you think that like, because this is what someone told me back when I was making music, and it's honestly a great piece of advice. I've used it to this day for the podcast, for really anything I do. But they were like, look, bro, if you want your music to pop, you got to get it outside of the people that know you. Because the people that know you are going to judge the music based off like you. But if you get it out to people who don't know you, all they can judge is the content. And if the content's good, then it's hitting. Do you agree with that? Or
it's true. I agree with that 100%. Like you don't want no yes mans around you. I make sure like I try to get my music to people I know that haven't heard my shit. They're gonna give me an honest opinion. Like I really don't send my music to my friends no more unless you like my homeboy like AG or somebody like I'm real like tied in with. But like now it's just like I really don't send to nobody. I might send like a couple people like what you think or my home like real people that close. But like other than that, it's just like I want the people to hear it and I get feedback from them. So it's like you never know. And like especially when you do a song that you're not accustomed to doing or different sound. But for me, it worked out so far. So I don't know. You just gotta just get out there and just see what people say. Honestly,
shit, man, I'm not really too plugged into the music industry, so I don't know if this is even the move anymore. But would you like? Are you trying to shoot to be like on a label? Is that like the move for people now, or are you just trying to be
man,
independent?
man, for they talking about, I'm trying to start to a label, man. Like independent is hard. Like people like, no, don't do it. Like you got people like Young Dolph and people like who independent. We understand these people got money. Like they got drug money, they got some money behind it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like unless you making 100 racks by yourself, you can do everything. Like it's hard. Like I don't have a manager or nothing still. Like so I'm doing this by myself. But honestly, if I had a manager by now, I'd probably be way, you know what I'm saying? Like sounded there. But you know, it's learning. I'm learning the hard way, but I'm gonna get one soon. But like independence cool though. You can do it. But me, like I know if I got somebody a label to help me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't not everybody got to sign a 360 deal. Like, you know, like you could be on your shit about the business side of music too. Like I graduated college with a business degree, so I ain't signing shit unless I got a lawyer with me. Number one. Number two, I don't need no advance really. $100 if I gotta pay it back. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, right. I never understood that.
so like people like you just gotta be on your P's and Q's with it. Like I'm signing on a label, it's not the worst thing ever. Like you could sign with a label and let them know. Like at the end of the day, a label wants you, they're gonna adjust to what you want. But a lot of artists don't have no business mindset, so they just sign whatever and they think they get 2 million, but they don't know they gotta pay it back. You dig? So it's a whole different scenario. You just got it's supply and demand. If a label wants you, like this is what I need, this is what I want. Look here, blah 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 blah. You gotta make it work.
That's wild, bro. What you mentioned something, and I've heard that term a lot. I just don't know what it means. You said 360 deal. Is that like what's the difference between a 360 deal and like is there half in, half out? Does that just mean they own you completely?
Yeah, 360 is like when they're making money off of everything you do. Like like I don't know what artist is in the 360. I'm not gonna say what artist is in the 360 or not. I'm not gonna put that out there, but like it's just basically you can't fuck.
So wait, I'm confused. Like, so what's the deal you want to be in?
I mean, I just want to be in a deal like where it's like, oh, I say, I mean, they're getting their money, but like if I could do a deal, I'd probably pay off. If I had money, I'd let them keep my advance. You know what I'm saying? And just make all the money off of I had on like shows and records. Like they don't give me 2 million. Like, here's 2 million, and go use it. Like most people like get chains and shit. I don't want a chain. Fuck a chain. Like honestly, like I don't say I wouldn't buy one, but I'm not buying a $2 million chain. You know, I ain't going crazy with chains. I'd rather buy some damn land before I buy some chain or buy some real estate so I can double my money at all times. That's just me though.
Shit, bro. My man knows what's up, bro. Drop that shit into some properties and start making money back. What the fuck? Bro, that's the sad part, man. Is they get a lot of these people who are talented, but they don't know shit. And then they sign these deals and then they like does anyone tell them that they have to pay the money back or that they gotta make it back before they start seeing profits? Or they're in
Probably,
debt, right?
I mean, they probably do, but you understand, bro. When you got $2 million, $3 million, you ain't trying to hear that shit, but because you know, to me, that's why I do fashion and shit. If I become an actor, whatever happens, rap is temporary, man. Like, unless you Drake or you like Icon, Jay Z, you know what I'm saying? Like, you only gonna be hot for like 2 or 3 years. Then you gonna have to like figure what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's why every rapper do more than just music now. They're trying to do acting, they're trying to do fashion, they're trying, you know what I'm saying, food, but whatever. They're trying to get right. And that's what I think. Like I'm not I like music, but I'm smart. I'm not gonna try to do it for 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I'll eventually probably do business behind it, be the man, you know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy, man. Like Drake has literally fucked us for the last 10 years and it's honestly been amazing. Like as far as I honestly, bro, maybe some of the albums, yeah, you know, he'll have some songs that are like whatever. But I don't think there's been a Drake single that I didn't fuck with.
and what look, I've been listening to Drake. I've been looking at Drake since I was like 7, 8 years old, bro. I've been watching since Degrassi. No cap. Like I literally been watching him since Degrassi. I like I've seen him my whole life damn near. So when I first saw him on TV on music, I was like, wait, this is Jimmy Brooks, a wheelchair? What the fuck? And he's like fire, like he's a goat and Drake's smart. Like you say whatever you want about him. He's my favorite rapper all time. But, you know, I didn't grow up in the 80s and 90s with Tupac and Biggie. Like I listened to the music, but like I grew up on Drake, you know what I'm saying? When I had heartbreaks, I was playing Drake. When I was turning up, I was playing Drake. That's in high school, you know what I'm saying? You know how it was,
Bro,
like
and no one wants to admit it anymore. That's why I don't get like just because the guy's like mainstream now, why can't we admit that like we were all getting lit? Dude, I got mad respect for Drake, bro. The guy has a fucking 777, bro. He's got a plane, like a
Yes,
plane, not
yes,
a
bro.
jet. Fucking plane, bro. A fucking plane. Like that's bro, that's next level shit. The only other people I ever saw in the music industry that had a plane was Led Zeppelin back in the day. And
Oh yeah,
I you know what I mean? Those guys were like world famous. But bro, I just think with people like Drake, man, like I think the one lesson we can get from someone like Drake, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because I mean, I'm not involved in rap, but you always gotta innovate, even when you don't want to. Like you gotta move with the crowd, and yeah, you gotta add your own style. But Drake just like knows how to like see what's going on and drop something right in front of it. And then all right, TikTok's blowing up. But let me start fucking dropping songs that people can make dances to. Boom! Like I think that's what he learned from that whole Shiggy thing. Like if you make a song that people can make a dance to, forget about it. Especially with TikTok,
man. Drake is a genius. Like he knew what to do with Tootsie Slide. Like
bro.
people hated on it, but you can't hate on him because he's smart and he's gonna adapt to. You know you're gonna be the number one song in America off a song that you probably put 50% in. Like either way, you can say it's not the best Drake that we know, but like at the end of
It's
the day, you're gonna
catchy,
nod your
bro.
head. It's catchy. You're gonna
Everyone's
do
in
it.
that
Like
bitch sliding, bro.
you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, he's a genius. He's a marketing genius.
Yeah, dude. All right, you know what I mean? We're not gonna sit here and fucking suck Jack. We're gonna sit.
All right, get out Drake nuts. Let's go.
Everyone's probably like, yo, they're sucking Drake's dick right now. Holy shit.
That's funny.
That's so wild. We were sitting there for a minute, but bro, honestly, respect where respect is due. But real talk though, like people like Drake, I get it, but you made a good point, bro. Like you're only hot for like 2-3 years, and we saw that with Fetty Wap. We saw that with Kevin Gates. We've seen that with
Every
oh
rapper
my
right now,
god,
bro.
yeah.
Everybody.
But see, Uzi's been around. He's really good. He fucking sucked the life out of us with Eternal Atake, but we got that. Travis Scott, I mean, he's like a fucking Drake. I'm trying to think, bro. I feel like there's somebody who recently fell off. Damn.
You
See,
gotta think like this though, man. Travis Scott, he's doing good with his music, but Travis Scott is killing fashion. He's
yeah,
killing the shoes. He's selling Jordans and making. He's not really worried about music like that. He has a billion whatever wife Kylie who's richer than him. Then he got him with the shoes. Like he's the Michael Jordan of the 2020s when it comes to shoes right now. Like he dropping every shoe and they're selling out for thousands. They're reselling for 1,000. Like you're not getting them. They're that cheap. They're that like rare.
dude. Honestly, though, it all goes back to what you said earlier, man. Like all these people weren't shit at one point. I just think that they're at their butterfly stage. Like I think people once they start to get up in that cocoon, bro, they're like, "Oh, I made it." But like you got to hold it down for a couple of years and then that's when you come out on the other side, but like it's hard, man. It's really fucking hard. Like even right now with the podcast, right? I
Yeah,
enjoy doing them. If I didn't enjoy doing these podcasts, bro, I honestly, man, dude, I would probably stopped a minute ago just because you're fucking spending money. Like I know with music, bro, like you can agree. Like you're at this point, you're spending money. Like fuck.
yeah.
So it's like time, effort, you're spending money, and that's why you just gotta like love it, bro. Like having this conversation with you, we didn't know each other an hour ago, but you know what? We're up to speed, and there's a lot to be learned. And people are always trying to dive way too deep into shit, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with just vibing and just seeing what someone else's mindset's like and being like, yo, I fuck with the way they think about this or how they, look at this situation or blah, blah, blah. And then, you add it to your own little kit. And, it's one of those things where it does take time, man, but it's the people who put in the time that are fucking reaping the rewards. It's just hard, bro. There's just so much competition nowadays. It's just like,
You just gotta stand out. You just can't be like everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta find your niche of like what makes you different. So
Yeah.
like this podcast right now, you know how it might be this summer. This shit might be stupid jumping. You can't even get an interview for me this summer. You just gonna have to like pay for my man. It's like, look, man, you should have been here for the come up. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to do the come up. Everybody just want to do the top. That's why, like, when I saw this platform you asked me, I was like, wait, of course, bro. I love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You probably got an audience that don't know who the fuck I am. I got an audience that don't know who the fuck you is, and it's gonna go together, bro. I promise you. You probably have 5, 6 people hit you up for an interview after we drop this shit. Like, yo, you did this, all right, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So like, you help me,
Bro,
I help you. Like, I love coming up with people. You know what I'm saying? Doing the come up, but people don't like that process. I love the come up process. You gotta embrace it.
that's respect, bro. And that's the thing, man. Once shit blows up on either sides, bro, you're gonna have to come back on, especially once you're fucking headlining shows. Because I mean, it's one thing to open shows, but when you're headlining, that's when, you know what I'm saying. That's when we're gonna have to get the real interview. And see, the sad part is, man, you're supposed to be here in person, bro. It's fucked, bro. Like I hate this shit, man, because it's like, look, I'm trying to do these interviews with people like you, bro, people who have shit to bring to the table and inspire other people to get the fuck up. And it's like, all right, like we either try to push them off and wait this corona thing out, but then I was doing that and then I was like, bro, I can't. Like I'll find a way. I'll fucking do a video conference call, whatever it is, cuz I just think that you just got to keep putting shit out, you know, keep your name relevant. But bro, I'm telling you, man, we're going to have to do a part 2 in person cuz this is just kind of like scratching the surface, man. It's not
Of
enough for
course,
me. I've been telling
of
everybody that
course.
I've been telling everybody that, man, that's been coming on the video. It's like, it's just, it's good for now. And it's like a teaser almost, but we're going to have to link back up to do it on a rooftop or some shit, bro. Cause it's a vibe that way. It's just something about being in person, just like the concert, you know, like you said, you went out there and you saw people's faces. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That shit changes the whole like vibe. But anyway, man, what is something that you want to leave a person with today, bro? Like what are we getting from legendary Silk, bro? The man himself. What
uh,
is the message today?
man. Believe in yourself, man. That's all I can tell people, man. If you listening right now, you're like, should I do music, man? I don't have a fan base. Do whatever you think and do it, bro. Not like a positive way. I'm not saying if you want to beat somebody else, shoot them. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you like have a vision and you question yourself, do it, bro. Like you don't have one life. Like you don't have no second life, third life, or like you're only young ones. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to chase something, do it now, man. Even if the odds against you, even if people probably doubt you, do it, bro. And just have a positive attitude and just be like, bet, like only person that can stop you is you. That's what I give my message to people. Only person that can stop you is you. That's all I say. Legendary Silk sign that shit.
Legendary Silk. Sign that shit. Hey, man. I just want to go ahead and thank you for coming on, bro. And, you know, I know that we're going to have to do the part 2, but even right now, bro, I feel like just giving somebody a look inside of what you've gone through and just being able to just talk about the details, man, is just a blessing, bro. So once again, I just got to thank you so much for coming on, man. We really do appreciate you, man.
But thank you for having me. Look, bro, when I started YouTube, we taking you to the thrift store, man. I'm gonna have you in the episode, first, second episode. We bring my
Bro,
man's out, man.
we're doing the vlogs now, so I'll come shoot a fucking video thrifting a piece and then watch it get sold. And hell yeah, bro, that's what it's all about.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna bring my man's out. You did. So of course this ain't the only time speaking. We're gonna meet up when you got shit. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for having me, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Once again, we appreciate you and we'll be in touch, my guy.
All right, my guy.